Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Dembele card to review today, and it looks like the most obvious choice to give him is going to be the engine chemistry style, so we're just going to go ahead and slap that on him right away. We're going to be taking a look at his in-games, his traits. Hopefully he has some good stuff to work with. He's a 6-foot tall player with high medium work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills with a 4-star weak foot. So because he is 6 foot tall, it makes a lot of sense to boost his balance and agility as well as his dribbling as much as possible, because his reactions at a 92 and his 86 ball control is at a pretty decent level, right? So what we kind of have to hope for with a card like this is that he has that sharp dribbling and he doesn't have those emphasis touches like players like Gonzalo Guedes and stuff, right? Like, it's a big reason why I actually like the Pedro Gonçalves card when they released him, because of that sharp dribbling. So hopefully he does have that in game, but I do think the engine makes the most sense because of his base card stats for shooting being pretty decent, but, you know, could potentially be improved as well. But he's got 87 acceleration with 93 sprint speed, so we're boosting it by a +5/+5, which should be nice. He does have the high medium work rate, so we'll see what his attacking AI is like with those tactics. Shooting for base card stats is at a 91, 92, 89 with 77 for volleys at 85 composure. So the only thing that's going to be low with the card is obviously going to be volleys, which is not necessarily a huge deal, but it's obviously for certain situations where it would be nice to improve. Passing on the card for base card stats is good for short passing, curve, and vision. Not necessarily for long passing. Not a big deal because you don't really do long passing that much in the striker position anyways. Base card stats for dribbling, we are improving with the engine chemistry style to see what that's going to be like in game. He does have 95 heading with 91 jumping, so being able to use that with his 6-foot height is definitely nice, but heading is not necessarily a really effective way to score in this game. It's mostly just the driven crosses and then first time volleys with your actual feet. So we'll see how that works out. But he also has 91 stamina with 91 strength, 80 for aggression, and 91 for jumping. This card also has an average body type, right? So because of his average body type, we have to see what that's going to be like with his dribbling, but it is going to be helpful for the physical aspect of the card, right? In-game player traits, we're working with the outside foot shot trait, and we do not have the finesse shot trait with the card. I would ignore the team for a little bit. Like, I'm not really like doing anything too specific with it. I'm just putting a team together so that we can do the review for it. So if we take a look at this card's in-game abilities, right, we're taking a look at someone that I am mostly going to be using in the striker position. I wouldn't necessarily use him anywhere else. What we're going to do is we're going to be using some really aggressive 3-5-2 tactics, so that way we kind of force the attacking AI plays out of the card a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and link it up like this. So we're going to have Daniel Pedence over here, Tavernier we're going to put over here, and we're going to play with Herrera, David Beckham as the CDMs. Press after possession loss, put this a little bit higher. We'll do this on long ball, like this. Something like this, I would say, just to force the attacking AI to see how he moves specifically on the pitch. These guys will do this, and then the left mids and right mids will tell them to come back. And then the strikers will just leave as is. Yeah, we'll just leave as is. Like I said, striker is the only real position that I see this card being used in, so it doesn't really make much sense for me to try him anywhere else. Again, I do like to use aggressive tactics to force the attacking AI to the player to see if they, you know, go into the right spaces at the right time. I'm really hoping that he does those really good angled runs. So, yeah, let's get into a game and see how he plays. Oh, selective. Okay, that's good. Selective I could definitely work with. Yeah. You see how he's kind of like picking and choosing which runs he wants to do? Smart, man. I like that. That's good. Aggressive attacking AI is like such a noticeable thing. Like, trust me, the moment you use a Jack Grealish in your team, like, you'll see it immediately. Like, right here, Jack would already be running like tenfold. It's insane with him. But selective is really, really nice with a type of striker that Dembele is. So we'll see how that works out. Right here, he's pushing to the side. We could do a first-time strike there. You see, like, you kind of have to wait for that transition where he goes to the top and starts to transition back into the middle, you know? Nice. Always adjusts his run. That's good. We'll go for a shot cancel here. Go for that near post strike. Not bad. When you come off of a touch a certain way, you obviously have to adjust yourself so that they can take those really direct strikes. You know what? The card's actually not that bad so far. I'm liking it. He definitely meets that minimum requirement of having the 4-star, which is important. Movements like right here, you can see he starts to make that angled run to the bottom, so That's good. See how he starts to make the angled run, but then he stops? It's good, man. He's definitely going to have the right attacking AI, which is awesome. Good, guys. He doesn't have, like, super emphasized touches. That's awesome. Yes, I love those angled runs. It's good. See? Sharp touches, man. Very, very important. Aw, beautiful play right there. Let's go. His first time strikes when he gets into the right positions are actually really nice. It's 2 times now that he does that. I like to use that that off-the-ball movement to kind of like build up the play through the middle. Worked out nicely, man. I like the card so far, guys. It's like a 220k card, but it's pretty nice because it's an SBC, right? Because they have like the upgrades and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff you can work with. Atletico Madrid and French links are really good right now. So, see how he makes those angled runs into the space? That's really good, man. Penalty? Nice. We'll take that. Got a tackle from behind there. My penalty game is not crazy, boys. It's not crazy. But we'll just go to the left side here. Hey, we got it. Nice. Hat-trick. Let's get it. You know what, guys? I'm enjoying the card so far, man. I think what's really important is that when EA creates cards like this, and I'm telling you, man, I feel like they've been doing something recently with these players when they release them with their dribbling, because with their body types either being average or stocky, it doesn't feel as awful as it has in the past. Like, when it comes to these physical type of strikers, their dribbling just always was emphasized every single time, right? But I feel like he's moving across the pitch really nicely. His dribbling on the ball is great. He has the minimum 4-star requirements for attackers, you know? Like, that's why Barnes is complete garbage, in my opinion. But, like, you could see that his dribbling, like, it's good. It's sharp touches. See, it's kind of like that's why I like Kulusevski's card a lot too, because he does those touches. It doesn't like influence because of his body type and stuff. So, see, you could definitely work with it for sure. It's not terrible by any means. Oh, the finesse shot with his 4-star weak foot. I don't expect him to hit like good ones there, especially since his base card stats for shooting is not necessarily the highest. It is a card that I do think you have to give the engine chemistry style to boost his balance as much as possible for sure. But, like, don't get me wrong, this card will not meet the meta criteria, obviously. But, I mean, hey, if they ever did an Andre Silva card that felt like this, I'd be super happy about it. Not a bad strike. Actually pretty decent right there. You see how he makes those angled runs into those areas? It's good. It's not generic attacking AI, man. Barnes is like a definition of generic attacking AI. He doesn't do much in the attacking positions. It's a shame that Gonzalo Guedes has that type of dribbling. He would have been really cool if he didn't. See? Under pressure, he can actually move. Physical type player that can win the ball in the air. It's not bad, man. Angled run again, see? Right there. I can make this pass right here if I wanted to. Right, heel to heel, shot cancel, go for the near post. Beautiful strike. Yep. Guys, listen, he meets all the criteria of being a good and usable card in this game, right? So if you want to work with Atletico Madrid links, French links, this card will be really fun to use. I don't regret getting him, to be honest with you. I like him. If it was like an SBC Barnes, I know I keep saying it, but that Barnes card was so bad, bro. It's so bad. You guys can already see from the title. Is he any good? I didn't know what to call it for him, to be honest. That's a first time. Work the space, shielding, there we go. See? I like to test it under pressure, man. See if it actually works well.
Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Just the tackle that was needed. Gonzalo Guedes.
S. There we go, baby. If they ever make an Andre Silva card or a Fabio Silva card in the future, maybe the second week of Future Stars, I really hope it feels somewhat similar to this, man. I really do, bro. They got to do this to the physical type strikers, bro. They have to. It makes them more usable. It's great. It was the same with, like, Flashback Higuain. Like, I understand that the physical guys are not going to be, like, the most meta if they don't meet certain criteria for stats in certain areas, but Alright guys, so final verdict on this Dembele card for 200k. Let's talk about some of his in-game stuff, man. So in my opinion, this card gives me a lot of Flashback Higuain vibes. And you guys know that I'm a big fan of Flashback Higuain in this game. I think he's an incredibly good striker to use in this game. And with this Dembele card, he feels very similar to him in regards to body type, good dribbling, gets into the right spaces at the right time. His finishing for base card stats is pretty awesome. So for 200k guys, as an SBC, because obviously they have like the upgrade stuff going on right now, I think the price is incredibly fair for what you're paying for, because right now Atletico Madrid and French links, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can work with. Right now in my team I have the Luis Suarez player moments card, Dembele, João Felix, Herrera in the same team, and if I were to get like Marcus Llorente or something just chilling in there in the midfield, I can kind of play with like a realistic 4-4-2 version of Atletico Madrid's team in real life, which would be really dope. You could see even right here on the main team, we had João Felix giving that one direct link that I need to Dembele, Herrera playing the center mid, and then the rest of the team I could put like some Liga Santander guys or something, right? So there's a lot of really cool things that you could do to work with this Dembele card. For 200k guys, for a French Atletico Madrid card, as an SBC, not a player you're buying off the market, I think it's incredibly fair. Like I said, because they have the upgrade packs right now that you can trade fodder towards an 86 rated team, that's literally what I did, and it's a really, really fun card to use. He meets the usable meta criterias of the game. Attacking AI is great. Shooting for base card stats is decent enough to use him in the game. And then, you know, his dribbling doesn't have that crazy emphasis touch, right? Like the emphasis touch really irritates me with cards, right? And he doesn't have that. So he just works off of his body type and physical stats as much as possible. So if you guys unlock this card, I think you'll have fun with him. He's very, very similar to Flashback Higuain when I reviewed that card. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I definitely didn't regret getting him because I can make a really cool team here with Atletico Madrid. So we'll see what we can work with. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys for the inform reviews today. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.